Hi there, Brad Finsilver, Arizona reverse mortgage guy again. Hope you're doing good. And today we're going to cover a very important subject is, can your kids lose the family home if you get a reverse mortgage? A lot of people that come to me when they're looking for a reverse mortgage, they're worried that what's going to happen to their kids because they want to leave money to their children. So the first thing, if your goal is to leave your kids your house, and you want to give all the equity and you want to have a loan with no balance and give your child a home for whatever reason, with all the equity in the home, a reverse mortgage clearly isn't for you. But let's say you're considering doing a reverse mortgage and you want to see, well, what's going to happen? What are my options for my children? So the first thing is you go ahead and start out, usually for most people, they start out with a small balance on a reverse mortgage. And during the reverse mortgage term, there's no payments. They don't have to make any payments. You can make payments on the reverse mortgage loan if you choose to, but most people don't because that's kind of the intent of getting the reverse mortgage. So throughout the life of the loan balance goes up. So now, let's say you're at the stage, you pass away or you're not occupying the house for whatever reason as your primary residence, and the house is available to go to your children in that instance. So if the house has a lot of equity, so let's say the house is worth $500,000, and let's say your loan balance at this point is $250,000, so there's $250,000 equity that's available. Your kids have three different options. Option one in that instance, just like they would if there was a normal forward mortgage, they can go ahead and put the house on the market. They have to contact the lender, of course, and let them know you're either not living in it as your primary residence or you've passed away. And the lender will give them time to put it on the market and sell it. Typical time lenders will give, usually they're comfortable with 6 months. If it's an unusual market and you need a longer period of time, as long as you're transparent with the lender, they'll work with you and give you additional time, depending on the lender. So option one, sell the house, get the proceeds, pay whatever realtor commissions, and then your kids get the proceeds after paying off the reverse mortgage balance. Option two, the kids, go get a loan of their own, and they pay off the reverse mortgage, and they have their own mortgage on the house. And if your child's old enough, they can get a reverse mortgage of their own if there's adequate equity. And if they're not old enough, then they could get a standard traditional mortgage. That's option two. Option three, let's say the situation happens that they're in a market where the market collapses. So now in the same instance where you owe the same $250,000, let's say the house is worth $225,000. In that situation, the estate, there's no liability to your children, and there's no liability to your estate. A reverse mortgage is something called a non-recourse loan. What a non-recourse loan means is the lender only has the house as collateral. So if there's not adequate equity in the house, the lender can't come after the estate or come after your kids. There's no personal guarantee like on a traditional forward mortgage. So that's really one of the main differences between, there's many main differences, but that's one particular difference between a reverse mortgage and a traditional mortgage that you're used to. So your kids can just literally give the keys back to the bank and move on with their life. I hope this has been helpful. If you have additional questions that you'd like me to answer, you can go to ArizonaReverseMortgageGuy.com or call me at 480-773-8481. Also, if you're part of a community center and you'd like me to come educate you or your community based on reverse mortgages, I'm happy to come out and do that. You can reach out. Thanks again. Have a good day.